Let's start with your reading, Scorpio. Today, we're going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future, and then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. All right. Okay. The main energy for the reading today is the Two of Cups. And as you might know, the Two of Cups is a card that talks about a emotional connection, but it also talks about negotiation. It feels like right now you might be in a phase where you have started negotiating with yourself, negotiating in between what you want to do and what instead you should do. There is this fight in between do's and don'ts, and you might have slowly drifted away from an idea, from a person, and potentially also from your original element, becoming someone who might be more guarded and overall less inclined to take certain risks, to say certain things. There is a need now to go back, but back to what? Let's see what this message is about. Let's try to find out more. Now, in the recent past, the first thing that we see is the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Cups. And having this King of Cups in the past makes me think that this is what you are wanting to go back to right now, Scorpio. The King of Cups is someone who is not impacted emotionally by what happens around him. Someone who knows themselves and who is not going to feel sad or hurt if the people around them do not appreciate them and value what they share together. You seem to be wanting to find that emotional balance again, feeling strong, feeling independent, not feeling the urge to hear from someone or to explore a connection, wanting to overall change something in your life right now. There is something else about this, though, that I cannot see yet, but it looks very important. So we'll clarify this. We'll see what that is as soon as we come back to this message. In the present, Three of Cups, Five of Cups, a lot of emotional energy. Not sure where it's coming from yet, but what I see with the Five of Cups is an energy that talks about regrets, an energy that makes you wish you had a time machine so that you could go back in time and change something, which would eventually end up changing your present as well. Even if just on a subconscious level, you are putting the blame on you for having loved someone, for having trusted someone, when perhaps it was obvious that maybe you shouldn't have. Potentially, you now look back and you see every single red flag you couldn't see before. This Three of Cups, someone who maybe was involved with someone else or who was lying, who was more focused on having fun than taking care of the situation, of you, of the relationship. We'll see what this is about, and we'll see what else you should know about this current energy that you're going through right now. In the near future, Ten of Swords, Two of Swords, there is a decision to make right here. Something that can be easily seen as a crossroad, after which things might evolve in a way or in the opposite way. From what I'm seeing so far, everything you're going through at the moment, Scorpio, is preparing you for this decision over here. And it's going to be imperative for you to arrive to this location of your path prepared, so that you don't have to experience that Five of Cups regret energy anymore. So very important message over here, and we'll see what this is about as soon as we clarify it. So let's start clarifying, and let's begin with your recent past. the High Priestess, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Cups. I definitely see you potentially here working against your intuition and dealing with someone who was in and out, who was in the situation, but also who didn't feel like it was going to stick around for a long time. In a way, you have been wanting now to feel again, to feel the love, to feel the passion, wanting to put aside the fear and that exhausted feeling that you experienced after healing from something so painful. You're wanting to reconnect with yourself again, seeing this Four of Swords. You're clearly coming from a place where you have had to be very logical about things, a place in which you couldn't really trust your intuition, and you instead needed to do what was right, even if it didn't feel right. You might have been dealing with someone who didn't have your best interest at heart, and you realized how sometimes you need to go in self-protective mode in order to survive. And in time, you just got farther and farther from who you really are, and you did not like that. I definitely see that for most of you now, there is this feeling of having detached from your original element, from your original goals, and you're wanting to just find that type of situation or connection where you can follow the flow of energies again, follow your heart without always having to focus on the reasons why something is going to end. As we were saying, there is a door opening up soon. What's behind that door, we'll have to see. So let's see where this is taking you, at least today, and let's clarify the current energies. Okay. Ooh, all right. Right here we have the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, together with this Five of Swords over here. As usual, you can be very demanding of yourself, Scorpio. And what I see is that you're keeping yourself stuck, thinking about the past and how you should have handled it better, potentially. But don't forget that in hindsight, it's always easy to make a decision. It's always easy to know what to do. But when you're in it, it's a whole different story. Now, the only thing that you do need to do is to make sure that you're going to be honest with yourself, because with this Five of Swords, I still see the potential of some deception. It's important right now to be honest, regardless of what honesty will push you to do. If someone is acting in a confusing way, back to that Seven of Cups over there, don't try to find answers within. Don't try to just say, hey, intuition, what do you have to tell me? What should I do? No, feel free to speak up and talk to this person. There's never anything wrong in voicing a concern, asking a question. And if that is pushing someone away, because maybe you're being too transparent, you're showing too much, whatever, then screw them. They weren't the person for you in the first place. So make sure right here to give what you expect. And if you expect honesty, you have to give honesty as well, no matter what is going to happen. That Hierophant, what you are looking for, something stable, something you can trust, is still there at reach. But you need to make sure that you do not compromise along the way to it. Okay? So let's see what's going on in the near future. Let's clarify that energy. Oh, wow. Wheel of Fortune, Three of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Lovers. Oh my God. There is, and Page of Cups, by the way, a message coming in. We had the Eight of Wands right underneath here just a few minutes ago. And it's definitely talking about movement and communication. But what I see overall here is There is someone you are thinking about or someone who has been thinking about you. There is a love interest that could change your trajectory, Scorpio. And this is potentially the main reason why you're going through that process of thinking what has happened in the past and how to enter situations similar to this ones again. Whether this is an old one or a brand new one, we'll see. Right here, you're thinking about how to build trust again, if to build trust again, and what to do differently this time. It's clear that there are a lot of questions from you when it comes to this person, when it comes to this incoming energy, and you potentially find yourself stuck in between wanting to trust them, but wanting also to protect yourself instead. And it's hard to find the perfect solution when you're trying to take a risk, but at the same time, trying to not do something that you might regret later on. The perfect solution does not exist. And if you're looking for one, you end up keeping yourself stuck, unfortunately. At some point, you just have to go for it with this Knight of Swords. Take that chance and know that if something is not going to work out, it was just not meant to. Don't feel like something is wrong about you or that you're not entitled to achieve something in your life. You're not destined to it. No, that's all BS. It was just not the time if it doesn't work out, obviously. And in order to help you out a little bit more, I want to look into this other person's energy. I want to see what it is that you're looking at or what it is that wants to come into your life to potentially anticipate some of the curveballs or some of the beautiful messages, achievements, events that are coming your way if you decide to take a risk, to go for it. And so let's do that next. Let's flip the reading to see what this person energy is really about. I can definitely tell you right away that there is a strong attraction over here, as if the two of you were almost destined to be together, the lovers, as if this was meant to happen, regardless of the fact that you do it now or that you postpone it for the future. There is a sense of destiny over here. Let's see what that's about. There is attraction, but what else? Let's look into it. Let's also see what else is coming to you in the next few months that you should know about today. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, Scorpio, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal live 45-minute reading. I send out emails to confirm the selection every Monday morning and every Wednesday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Scorpio. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the Tower. And you cannot see my face, obviously, but the first thing that I thought when I've seen this Tower is, wait, what? What is this about? Everything was going so perfectly. Why are you throwing a tower at me right now, Scorpio? The tower is about unexpected changes. As if after you make your decision up here with the Two of Swords, you're going to see, in a way, the opposite of what you were expecting. Could be good, could be bad. We need to look into it. What is this going to be about? We'll have to find out. But overall, with the Tower, get ready for your belief system to change. At least around this situation, triggered perhaps by a revelation, by an awakening. What is this about? Let's try to find out. Obviously, you have something important coming your way, and we'll have to see what type of impact this is going to have on your journey from this moment forward. Let's not forget that we have a Lovers right here, and all these energies are really stemming from that, as if whatever this is going to be, Scorpio, is meant to happen right now for reasons that we'll have to find out. So let's immediately clarify that Tower, and let's try to find out what the reasons are. This Three of Cups that keeps coming up again. There is something about that situation that you do not know about. But obviously, with this King of Cups and this Ten of Cups, I see where your belief system is going to change. And this is going to be a very powerful one. The first thing that we see